Hey guys, John Schneider here with our Inside the Nest spring game takeaways. I know it's been a minute, so let's refresh our brain on what's been happening. So, spring game already come and gone. I know it is the end of June here, and the Team 77 spring game was way back in the middle of May. Had some technical difficulties, but that doesn't matter. We're back. So, we have loads of transfers. We have loads of underclassmen taking a step in the right direction. And we're going to run through what the projected roster and starting lineup situation is going to be looking like. And as we move forward as we march toward August 13th, when the Hornets will be taking on the Walton Raiders in Mercedes-Benz Stadium for the Corky Kell and Dave Hunter Classic to kick off the season. So, starting off with the underclassmen on offense, with the departure of Wills Campbell, Chase Schaefer, a lot of experience coming off the offensive line, Trey Smith, Nick Peel. Your top playmakers, essentially, outside of Drake Cousy and Sean Smith, underclassmen are now going to be thrown into those roles. More specifically, the play of wide receiver Chase Jackson, now rising sophomore. We are in the offseason. So, he had a great spring game. He was very explosive, was making loads of great moves against the starting defense out in the open field, got himself open. Did have a fumble towards the end of the game, but that's something you can clean up and teach very easily. But he expects big things out of him this season. Now, on top of that, we have both the running back room is being a decent overhaul. I think last year you point to Nick Peel just getting all the carries, along with Trey Smith doing whatever he does at the quarterback position, just creating magic out of a hat. You're looking now to senior running back, I believe senior running back, either junior or senior running back, transfer over from Sprayberry, Ian Holbert, number 28, that y'all see this year. All reports so far from the Lee County OTAs that just took place and the spring game that I was at. This dude can run. This dude's physical. He can juke you out of your shoes, and he can flat out run the ball. Now following him, you're going to have rising sophomore Jaden Allen, number 22. I was talking to one of the chaplains on the sideline mid-spring game, and he was giving comparisons to Jaden Allen to one of Roswell's top rushers that he's ever seen. So the highest of compliments coming from people who know this program well and the history behind it. Well, I've only been here for this going into my senior year now. So you already see that progressiveness happening. He's going to look to be your running back too, behind Holbert, who's most likely going to start. But either way, you feel extremely capable handing the ball off to either of these two cats and letting them eat. Now, behind Holbert and Allen, you're going to have DJ Cousy, the little brother of Dre. Again, he's really shifty. Don't let his size fool you. He will. I kind of compare this when he's in the green jersey. When Roswell's wearing their green jerseys, I jokingly said around some people I know down the sideline, saying he looks like Yoda hopping around. If y'all seen I think Return of the Jedi, or Revenge of the Sith, where Yoda's just hopping around, or Revenge of the Sith, where he's just, again, hopping around, he's shifty, you can't really tackle him. It takes a lot of people to bring him down. So, running back, I feel extremely confident about. It's going to be one of Roswell's strong points heading into the season. Now, there is a lot of transfers coming into this year. We have, loads of new coaches as well. Great NFL experience bringing them in, including Justin Houston, former Georgia defensive end and Pro Bowl NFL defensive end. He will be one of the D-line coaches here. So D-line should take a great step forward as well. I think the strength this year of this team is going to be the defense. A good chunk of the starters from last season carry over to this season, with a few new adjustments here and there, filled by some really high-level transfers. And when I say these guys, I mean more so on the defensive line and basically the front seven. The front seven should be elite, with You get 4-star transfer defensive end Jackson Holly coming over from Alpharetta. You as we progress through this episode, you'll hear a common theme of, wow, how many guys did they get from Alpharetta? Okay, it's a lot. You get 4-star Jackson Holly from Alpharetta. We'll get to him later, but Matthew Schletty, quarterback. You get Kylan Fletcher, I believe, as well, senior linebacker. This front seven should be really good. So let me paint the picture here on the defensive line. You're going to have Jackson Holly, now Florida State commit at the time of this recording. Elijah Thompson, defensive end transfer from Peachtree Ridge, who Roswell opened up last season with. He wore 95 for them. He's wearing 95 for us as well. This dude is a behemoth of a man. And hilariously enough, he's only a junior, or rising junior now. The dude's 6'3". He's taller than me. I'm 6 foot. I'd say I'm decent build. 6'3", squats over 600 pounds, and benches over 360. That's insane. That's insane. Again, defensive line, and then you pair him with O'Shawn. And then you have Aiden Taylor backfilling as well. So the defensive line is going to have a lot of depth and should produce a lot of sacks this year. So now following up on the back end, the linebackers, you're going to have Jake Smith. That dude is a monster. Just flies around, rips heads off seemingly every play. And you follow him up with Kylan Fletcher. Kylan Fletcher is almost like a stand-up defensive end in a way, but I guess from the plays I've seen, they like to. So far, he's going to be used in a lot of rushing situations, with him lining up over the center. You can use him in a variety of ways. He can be a coverage linebacker. He's a do-it-all guy, same like Jake, but he's tall, which creates even more mismatch problems. Now, going back into the secondary should also be really strong. Again, the defense will be the overall strength of this team as the offense continues to grow with the new transfers and the underclassmen. All right, defensive back room, you're looking at Ian Faust, safety. Your safeties are going to be Ian Faust and Kwame McAllister. Should be pretty good. Ian is a Air Force commit this time. Like, while we've had our hiatus from this program, this platform, Coach Thompson has recruited his butt off and gotten a lot of our guys loads of D1 offers and a lot of attention and spotlight on the program, which is great, because I don't think I've ever seen this amount of recruiting happen at Roswell in quite some time. But I think 6 of the 11 or 9 of the 11 starters on defense have multiple D1 offers. Like, that's nuts. So Ian, Air Force commit. Kwame, I'm not exactly sure what offers he has at the moment. You have Christian English. You have Nicholas Daniels. And then Tyler Presnall as your kind of tweener linebacker safety option as your to load the box, if you will. All these guys very physical. Christian English and Nick Daniels are going to be your 2 shutdown corners. And the safeties, you're feeling pretty great there. Now, moving over to the offensive side, and like I said before, Matthew Schletty has come in, now a rising senior, who's more than likely going to be the starting quarterback for Team 77. And then you also have a position battle between him and Pearson Nagala, the transfer from Walton, who came over midseason last year. Him and Schletty are going to be battling for that QB1 spot. And then already talked about the running back room. Wide receivers, you're primarily going to be looking at Kuzi and Jackson. And I'm forgetting the name, but he wears number 80. He's extremely tall. I think he's the son of an NFL player. I greatly apologize. We will get the name here. He showed a lot of promise. He had a great touchdown in the spring game as well as some rising freshman running backs. He was like, the running back room should be extremely fast, extremely physical, and extremely shifty. That's the main takeaways I have for the running back position and running back room specifically. And then at tight end, you're set with Sean Smith. Like the offense is loaded, a good chunk. I'm just waiting to see how all that meshes together, and maybe some Patrick Monahan over a wide receiver 3 possibly. We saw that connection with him and Matthew Schluddy like that right out of the gates, and I think he had like 2 like huge over the top touchdowns to him. So, and that was interestingly enough, Monahan had come back from just being at track practice, hadn't even gotten to have any sort of reps with Schluddy, and they just got it going just in an instant, and with as they progress throughout the summer, man, I can't wait to see how if you can make a connection with a dude who hasn't even been there due to being participating in track and field, you're gonna have microwave instant offense, and it's gonna be great. Now, moving on the O line, should be another strength. I mean, this team should make another deep playoff run again this year and compete for Region 7 title. The Region 7 title. Gainesville is going to be an issue again. Milton's Milton. We all know them. Left tackle, Miller Westerfield, 3. Industry rated 3-star, possibly 4-star. As offers from loads of big SEC schools. You have, I forget the first name. I'm so sorry again. Cruz starting at left guard. And at center, another going to be a position battle to keep an eye on between AJ Norcia and Coy James. Left guard, I'm assuming either of those guys are going to swap. Whoever doesn't win center is going to swap out to left guard. Then you're going to have Hudson Rockhill on the other end. I start as your right tackle. So overall, this team should be really good. I don't know how much, depending on the chemistry. Roswell's schedule this year is significant. I'll say this: it is significantly less. It's significantly more manageable than last season, where you are just playing road game after road game after road game after road game, all against top 100 opponents of the state. It's more manageable this year with Archer, with Etowah, with forgive me, I gotta go back and look at the schedule here. But you do have your tough games in there as well. With Walton to open up, that's no easy task. Walton's a really good team. They made a surprise playoff run, fairly deep. I believe they took out Douglas County and just got short of the semifinals. I think they reached the quarterfinals and fell short, but a great run from them. We saw them last year, and it took a Ballant Rose Marty game-winning field goal to knock them off. So, coming from that, they're going to be difficult to deal with, especially it being Mercedes-Benz. Probably going to have more energy, being more amped up. So we'll see how Coach Thompson approaches that game, and then you're obviously going to be ending the season with Gainesville and Milton, so you have that waiting for you. So sandwiched together, much more manageable compared to last season, where you have to go down to Westlake, you had to go up to Buford, you have to go up to Seconder, you had Gainesville at Gainesville, you had Milton at home, Peachtree Ridge. Like, it was a loaded schedule, and Walton too. Don't forget about Walton. So loaded schedule last year, much more manageable this year. Should be a deep playoff run as well. We will continue with our coverage of Team 77 here through the summer workout process as well, and OTAs and all that good stuff. And we will have our spring sports wrap up show here later. And it should be another great year. So we are, let's see here, what today's July, no, excuse me, not July, June 26th for 31 plus 4, 35 plus 13. We are 48 days away from the kickoff of Team 77 against the Walton Raiders at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And we will look forward to it and keep counting down the days from here for Inside the Nest. This is John Schneider, and we will see you in the next episode.